All right, so we're here, back in your old stomping grounds.
Back at my parents' house.
What is this, Brooksville?
Brooksville, about 40 minutes north of Tampa, Florida.
Cool. So you just raced Augusta yesterday.
Yep, today's Monday. Raced Augusta yesterday. On Sunday, we literally just got back, I think, like 3 minutes ago, filming this interview real quick, and then I have to go to dinner. Full day off today, just resting. Not entirely sure what the rest of the season is going to look like in terms of racing and or just training. Might do a full Ironman, might do a few more halves, might do absolutely nothing and just train and become a better athlete. Have absolutely no idea. Definitely this week I'm going to take it easy. I think I have one more week back here in Florida at home. So yeah, just enjoy time back here with some friends and family before headed back out west, because I probably won't be back out here until sometime next year. And yeah, and then hopefully the weather in Tucson will be quite nice by the time I get back in about a week or so. So only about one more week of hot weather, I hope. I mean, it'll still be hot in Tucson, but it'll be nice mornings at least, and evenings. So yeah, I mean, obviously there's Ironman Florida, Los Cabos 70.3. There's that Latin American Championship in Brazil, Indian Wells, or Ironman Cozumel. I think those are like the five race options to do in North America. So is Mexico in North America? Yeah, all right, there you go. Yeah, it's in North America. All right, yeah, North American options. Oh, Brazil.
Oh, wait.
Brazil is not in North America. It's literally the Latin American Championship. That's in South America, dude. It's in freaking Brazil.
Yeah.
Whatever, you get what I'm saying. Okay, that's the 5 races you could possibly do easy, not in Europe. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's the plan. I just need some time to rest, and then just need some time to become a better athlete. Obviously, I need to become a better swimmer, better biker, better runner. So, on to 70.3 Augusta. We did that yesterday. Went aight. Like, it wasn't great, wasn't bad. It was aight. Like, it was an okay day. I swam pretty well. I was with Lionel for a good little bit. I think you had some drone footage of that. I was on his feet for a while, and then just kind of got tired and just came back a little bit, and then just honestly just waited for that third pack to catch me, which took them a while too, and then they ended up just catching me at the end. Again, I think I said this. I haven't said this on the YouTube video. I've said this to close family and friends or coaches or whatever, that I'm like in an awkward spot right now of like, I think I'm not good enough to swim with like that second pack, like that 25-minute pack, but I'm like too good, I guess, to swim with the 27-minute pack. So I'm like in that weird spot where like I'm like in the middle, which kind of sucks because then it's like really easy back there, or maybe too hard, or I just can't make it, that pack. So yeah, whatever. Just got to become a better swimmer. So become more efficient, the whole 9 yards. You know what it is. Yeah, man, I'm just going all over the place right now. It's fine though, whatever. It's good. So yeah, did Augusta. Like I said, good swim, or decent swim. Really long transition. I think like 700 meters basically. I mean, it was long. Like you had to run a long time. Got on the bike, saw that Lionel was right up the road. Bridged the gap to him really quickly. Heard we were about 2 minutes down. Cool. It was great. Started biking. Lionel led the first 20 minutes or so. He was biking quite hard. And I was just kind of sitting back there. I never feel great in the beginning of 70.3 bikes. Just coming from the swim to the bike, it's just an awkward feeling. It doesn't feel great, right? So I was struggling to stay behind them, and then 15-20 minutes in, he kind of settled down a little bit, and I started to feel better. And then I ended up taking the lead, like on him, and he told me, let's do 5-minute poles, and I was like, okay, great. We're doing that. And then we chased down like 30 seconds on the group or something, or on Mika at least. In the first like 30 minutes, And then Talbot was on the moto taking pictures and working with Ironman Media, and told us that we had just lost more time. This was around mile like 30 at that point. And that was a bit complexing because I wasn't pushing insane power, but I definitely wasn't pushing like a little bit of power. So that was a bit complexing. I think just chalk that up to just need to become, obviously I was riding with another person, right? Like I was riding with Lionel. That was like literally the first time in my life that I have ever done a triathlon with someone else on 2 wheels. I'm literally always by myself. So that's different, right? Because you ride the road a bit. Like you ride the road a bit different. I was obviously keying off of him on some stuff, and then he was keying off of me. So yeah, I think ended up just continuing to try to work hard and bridge the gap. It felt okay, and then heard we were like 3.5, 4 minutes down. Is that gonna be really annoying?
Maybe.
All right, we're back, part 2. And then we got wild dogs out here. Whatever, we're gonna do the interview because I gotta go to dinner. AC unit came on, so it sounded weird. Anyway, came into the T2, 3.5 to 4 minutes down, something along those lines. Pretty typical, fine. Got into the run, figured we weren't going to catch Jack and Mika, so just went to work with Lionel because I figured the last podium position would be up to me or him. Figured he would probably get me anyway because I wasn't feeling great. Obviously we had just raced 7 days prior, and whatever, started the run, ran side by side for 6 miles, I think, 6.5. About 5:20, 5:30 pace, nothing crazy, but it was hot, technical. Run course, I don't like that they changed the run course. I've done Augusta 2 years prior, and or the last 2 years, and it was a great run course, a lot of fans, and this year they had to change it, which I know why they changed it, because that whole railroad situation last year. But it just wasn't great. So anyway, ran with Lionel for 6.5 miles. Didn't feel great, was really struggling to do that. Kind of blew up around mile 7. Took a Morton gel, tried to get some Red Bull water at the aid station. Lionel started running away, and I kind of got a time gap back to the chase pack, and I think it was like 6-7 minutes, so it was quite a lot. So I mean, at 7 miles, you got 6 miles left. I think that math adds up to 13. You got 6 miles left, so even if I started running 6-minute miles and that person was running 5 flat miles, they were going to catch me. Well, I would be good right until the finish line, obviously, which I knew that wasn't going to happen. So more or less just kind of coasted it in, I guess, right? If I don't like using that word, but I just finished. Trying not to dig too much of a hole. Yeah, so you can't always feel great, and I think attribute, skill, characteristic, whatever word you want to use, something I need to work on is when I don't feel the best, like right, you're tired or you're sluggish, you're flat, I need to try to still get the most out of myself on the day, right? And I still think I got quite a bit out of myself on the day, but just trying to get every last percentage point out of yourself. I think I need to work on that a bit more. So yeah, and then so 4th place. Congrats to Mika on a great race. Jackson on 2nd, Lionel on 3rd. Then I was 4th. And yeah, so like I said, not too much more to say about that. We already kind of touched on what else the season. What else? Edit that part out. We already touched on what's in store the rest of the season. So I guess just rewind 7 more days to Michigan. We got 3rd place there to Jackson Laundry, who got 1st. Great performance. Lionel got 2nd. I was 3rd. Sam Appleton was 4th, and Sharp was 5th. So really solid top 5. Really good race. Super competitive. Great venue for Michigan. Beautiful fall weather. 50s. Leaves are changing colors. Cold swim. Cool weather. Completely closed bike course. And a great run. definitely really like that course. Definitely kind of a hard place to get to, but definitely a place I would like to go to again next year if a pro field's offered, and try to go longer, stay for a little bit, maybe do some training, and bring Soph for a little longer, and so definitely beats the heat out west. So that race played out. Super cold swim, 61 degrees, so obviously that's a little chilly. Wetsuit swim. Got out pretty well. Again, found myself in that awkward position of like the 25-minute group with Sanders and all those guys is up the road, or I'm with them for a few hundred yards, and then I kind of just blow up and then move back to the second pack that I'm in, or third pack, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying, the 27-minute group, and then ended up just swimming super easy. I think I swam on Ted Treasy's feet. I was literally touching those for like 27 minutes. Super sorry about that, bud. Not even sure if you're watching this, but dude, I was all over those feet. And not because I want to be, right? Like, I was just doing my thing in the water, and yeah, so I kind of felt bad, but it was good. Super easy swim. Crazy how much drafting helps in the pool, or in the water. Like Sam and I, a couple weeks ago, literally, he was doing a 1K, and I sat on his feet for like 700-800 meters of it in the pool, long course, and it's just insane, like the energy savings that you get when doing that. So that was great. Got onto the bike. Again, felt terrible for 20 minutes, and then body started waking up. Felt great for the last 100 minutes. Pushed great power all the way to the end. Second fastest bike split of the day by, I think Jack only got me by about 3 or 4 seconds, I believe. Good power. Again, moving into the off season, circling back to what we kind of just talked about. In Augusta, biking is going okay. I think there's still room in there's definitely room in the aerodynamic side of things and the bike fit side of things. I mean, I've never actually legit had a bike fit in my life. Never been to the wind tunnel, never done aero testing. Obviously, contracts that we're setting up for next season, obviously that's all going to be in there. Just try to optimize power, right? Because you're pushing XXX power, you're going to want to be going XXX speed, right? So big power, big speed, and then also being efficient, right? This year I've kind of suffered a little bit on the run. Yes, I'm pushing a lot of power and I'm biking faster than ever, but I'm not the most comfortable on the bike, right? Sometimes I tweak things, but then I think it's a little slower in the position I had before. So right now I'm just going to stick with the position I've got, but obviously I need to maybe tweak it a little bit to help the legs a little bit more and all that kind of stuff. Man, this video is all over the place, but it's good. If you're still watching, thanks. And then yeah, got into the run. Basically almost caught up to Sam Appleton and Lionel and T2. Saw them right up the road. Started out, basically ran even with them for 4 or 5 miles, and then legs kind of just started getting pretty tired again. It's not an aerobic thing, it's just legs are breaking down. And then I saw one of the turnarounds, it was about mile 9, that Lionel had dropped Sam Appleton, and so it was Lionel, well obviously Jack, Lionel, Sam, me, and then I took a split to Sharp, and I could tell that, you know, between Jack and Lionel that wasn't going to happen, and then Lionel and Sam that wasn't going to happen, but and then Sharp to me that wasn't going to happen. The only one that was really maybe going to bridge was me and Appleton. And I remember at the U-turn it was like 9.5 miles, and Lionel like yelled at me, he's like, go catch him, and I was like, okay. And that gave me like a really big shot of like motivation and stuff, so I started really trying to pick up the pace again. I was running like 540s right there, and then ended up catching up to Appleton at like 10.8 miles into this is a long straightaway, massive headwind. If you did Michigan, you know what I'm talking about. And I remember I passed him, and he tucked right behind me, right into this headwind. And obviously drafting doesn't matter on the run whatsoever, but it matters in something like that, right, where you have a massive headwind on a long straightaway. So he's obviously getting a little bit of a break, and that really like pissed me off, to be honest. I was like, dude, stop drafting me. So I literally like jumped to the other side of the road, and he like followed me, and I was like, dude. And then I literally just was like, all right, dude, this is the 11 mile sign. I literally lapped my watch. I said, give me 11 minutes. It's 2 miles, bro, and you've got this. And I literally just went like 5:20, 5:25, ran like the last 2 miles in like 10:45, 10:50. Ended up putting like 70 seconds on them in the last 2 miles. Was great. It just shows you sometimes you do have a lot left, or more left than you think if you're in the thick of it, right, for a podium or for a win, or you're battling, rather than just kind of jogging it in for fourth or something like I did in Augusta, right? You could probably run a bit harder, thirds right there, fifths right there. So that was good. That was good to see that I could still, like, when I wanted to, be like, all right, like, time to run actual pace, you know, for 2 miles at the end of the race, and feel strong and have a kick. I mean, so many of these triathlons are coming down to sprint finishes. So anyway, that was good. I was really happy with that. That was my 7th career podium as a professional triathlete, and that's 2 wins, 7 podiums, and yeah, pretty crazy. I mean, Augusta marks 2 years of professional triathlete, so that's pretty special, pretty cool. That was my first ever 70.3. Never did one as an age grouper, and I did that in 2021. Got my first podium in Ironman racing last year in 2022 at Augusta, and then Augusta 2023 marks 2 years. I think I've come a long way, and it was really cool being able to bike. Obviously, I bike in with Lionel every day, but like, it was really special to be able to bike with him and then run side by side with him, because he's obviously he's like my best friend, but like, he wasn't my friend 2 years ago, right, when I got into the sport. And I think like everyone, right, watches those videos on the turbo or on the treadmill or something, and it's so cool. Like, that's like my hero, right? And to be 2 years deep into the sport now, and to be running side by side with him. Obviously, he didn't have a great race and stuff. He can do much better than that. But still, principle is, I was running side by side with like my hero, right? The guy who I watched and I want to be like, and stuff like that. That was pretty special to have that come to fruition 2 years into the sport. So pretty awesome. Got to meet a lot of people at Augusta. A lot of people said hi. A lot of people took pictures, cheered us on. It was great. And yeah, super happy to do it. Like I said, not sure where I'll see everybody next, but I'll definitely let you know via the gram, as the cool kids say. And yeah, I think that's about it. Like I said, just gonna try to get organized. Soph and I gotta find an apartment, a new apartment. We're getting quite a few new coaching clients. So that's been amazing. So that's been fun. She's been working a new job. Hopefully the weather's going to start turning for the best. And yeah, just things are going good. Can't complain. And yeah, thanks for all the support. Really looking forward to some good new additions to the T Foley brand / team for next year, I hope. That will announce obviously in a few months, which will be quite awesome. And yeah, if you have any questions, drop in the comments. Hit me up on the email, or the gram, whatever. I kind of suck at responding sometimes, but try your best. And yeah, I'm about to go eat some dinner. Again, thanks for all the love. Deuces.